Hey folks, this is a quick video that goes over how discussions work in the course and how you can be successful in creating discussion points so that you get the full benefit of full credit for the work that you do. You will find a document called the discussion rubric and also a document called discussion grade reduction chart in the course information document. So let me go over some of that information quickly for you. The main idea of a discussion is to discuss. In other words, to create a dialogue that is in real time with other students in the course. In doing this, what we have are two major deadlines, but a set of internal deadlines that are up to you, discretionary, but are important in order for you to maximize your score. The first deadline is that discussion, the initial discussion point deadline. That's going to be in the course schedule, and that initial discussion point needs to be in by the deadline stated in that course schedule. That's the starting point for the discussion. In some cases, it may even be the day that the module begins because you may need to get a certain kind of content out right away. Usually, it's a few days into the module, or for you that are watching this that are on a short or abbreviated semester, it may be immediately after the first full day of work. Whatever, it's there in the discussion in the course schedule for you to take a look at, and that's where you'll find the date, usually listed in the announcement as well. Once you get that initial discussion point up, the most important thing is to be active in the course as much as you can doing discussion work. So in other words, a quick post is better than a long post at the beginning and long posts at the end. You need to participate as frequently as possible. If you're in a full-length semester, that's probably going to mean every couple of days or every 3 days over the course of, say, a 2-week module. If you're in an abbreviated semester, it's going to mean participation every single day. Again, you will see the start date of the module, the date that the initial discussion point is due, and the end of the module, which is the last date you can participate in that discussion. Over the course of that unit, you will need to produce 4 discussion points. You don't want them all on one day, either at the beginning or the end. Sometimes less is a little more in the sense that you want to have a well-worded and well-researched initial discussion point, but making it super long doesn't really benefit us in a discussion. It can actually be a little hard to read, and maybe you won't get as many responses on your discussion point. It's better to put some thoughtful content in consistently throughout the course of the unit. Putting in links to research just gives people who are reading it a chance to jump off and take a look at what you're talking about and where your sources come from, and it's more likely people are going to take a look at that discussion point and engage with you. As far as your responses to other people's posts, they can be in any thread, they can be responses to responses within your thread, anywhere that you post a discussion point after that initial post, which will have to be a thread that you create. Anytime you post after that, it will be credited up until the end of the unit. Okay? If there's any questions, you can always shoot me a course mail, or you can also reach me by cell if it's an emergency. I hope you do well. Discussion is a very important part of the course, and it's one that you should be able to be successful at because it doesn't require an intense level of research or really carefully worded writing. It's really more about getting some ideas out on there and being involved in the course as much as you can. All right, thank you.